Let's do a quick experiment. If you guys have checked your phone since you sat down, raise your hands. That's what I thought. It's okay, you're not alone. We live in a world where checking our phones is as natural as breathing. I'm Dr. Nadoa Afkhami, and as an optometrist, I help people see clearly every day. But lately I've been wondering, are we really seeing each other, or are we too busy scrolling on our phones? In a world where technology is everywhere, how do we hold on to what makes us human? I moved from Iran to the US when I was just 2 years old. My worlds were divided between my life back there and my new life here. Technology became a bridge. FaceTime calls, WhatsApp messages, and social media helped me stay connected to my family and a life that I might have otherwise forgotten. I was able to hear my uncle's stories, listen to my grandmother's laughs, even watch relatives cook over the phone. But here's the thing. No video call could replace the warmth of my grandmother's hugs. No emoji could replace the smell of her saffron rice. And that's when I realized social media helped me feel closer, yet at the same time, it reminded me of how far away we really are. Fast forward to today, and the world has fully embraced this digital lifestyle. We spend over 7 hours a day on our digital devices. That's more than some of us sleep. I see the effects in my clinic all the time. Digital eye strain, dry eyes, blurred vision. It's just our digital habits and how they're affecting just not only our vision, but our relationships. Now it's called digital eye strain. But really, what I think it should be called is digital connection syndrome. We're more connected than ever, yet we feel more disconnected than ever. It's okay. It's not our fault. Tech is designed to keep us hooked. But at what cost? Recently, I was at lunch with a friend that I hadn't seen in a while. We sat down, ordered our food. I was so excited to catch up. Then she pulled out her phone. And for almost the entire meal, she was texting, scrolling, going over her social media. And I thought, I could have been at home eating leftovers, having the same level of interaction and conversation I was having here. And then it hit me. How many times have I done this to someone else? How many moments have I stolen from myself, thinking that what was on my phone was more important than the person sitting right in front of me? And that realization hurt, because I didn't want to feel disconnected. I didn't want to treat my life without having a presence. And I don't think any of us do. Now, I know as being an optometrist, I know vision is more than just seeing. It's about understanding and connecting. In clinic, we use something called visual acuities, which is how clearly you see an object at a certain distance. But what about our emotional acuities? The way we see each other, the way we read facial expressions, the way we truly see one another. Eye contact, for example, is a big part of human connection. It helps strengthen bonds, builds trust, and releases a hormone called oxytocin. It's why a baby locks eyes with their parent, or why we feel seen when somebody looks at us when we speak. But when we're busy on our natural devices in our digital world, we lose these moments of natural connection. Now, in a digital world, eye strain is a big issue. Social media makes us feel like we have a connection when we really don't. Now, we've replaced real human interactions with quick substitutions. Now, a hug is so much different than a like. A comment is so much different than hearing somebody's voice. A FaceTime call is so much different than holding somebody's hand. And what's the result? We're more anxious, more lonely, and more overwhelmed than ever. Now, as an optometrist, it's all about finding balance. So we have a rule, the 20-20-20 rule. For every 20 minutes, you look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So what if we applied this to our digital lives? Every 20 minutes of scrolling, take a break and check in with the real world. Every 20 messages, maybe call them instead. Every 20 messages that are notifications, maybe take a step back and think, do I really need to be on my phone right now? Now, just like our eyes need to rest, our brains need to rest. There's a phenomenon called neuroadaptation, which you may not know about. But it's the way that our eyes focus and tell our brains to adjust to things that might not be ideal. This happens to us sometimes. For example, if we get a prescription that we've had for a while, we think we're seeing clearly. And then we go to the eye doctor and we're like, wait, I didn't realize things were this blurry. That happens to us in our digital lives. Now, how can we get out of this? How can we reclaim our humanity? Phone-free zone. I know it's hard. I'm a victim, but what if we just didn't use our phones at the dinner table? Food tastes better when you're not checking emails. Digital detox days. Have a day of the week that you just unplug, even if it's for a few hours. Your brain will thank you. Mindful scrolling. Don't open an app unless you think that you're going to use it to connect and not to consume. And face-to-face time. Trust me, coffee with a friend will do more for your mental health than hours of scrolling. So to close, what if we lived in a world and a future where we could have the best of both worlds? Where we were able to use tech but not let it replace us? Where we were able to FaceTime and chat on the internet but still made time for in-person connections? Because in a world that's advancing so quickly, humanity is actually our greatest technology. So tonight, when you pick up your phones later, remember, it's not the screen and the lens inside of it that's more important. It's the one that you see the world through. Thank you.